The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching dolly vision.
Topping up, dolly vision's dreaming real. True crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Chats on fire, burning the world fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly vision headlines, king the beat. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light. Topping up, Dolly vision's dreaming real. True crime scene blast feels so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Chats on fire, burning the world fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly vision headlines, king the beat. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light.
Ho, ho, ho! And I ain't talking about ladies of the night. What is going on, YouTube? It is Dolly back in the house again tonight. Just want to tell everybody happy holidays, and I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Now, you know the routine. Leave your DNA on that like button just in case alien drones get you. Okay, just in case some alien drones get you. I'm going to need your DNA on file to clone you. Okay. I'm just going to clone you just in case they take you off into space. We'll just create a clone. Also, we're not too far from hitting 62,000 subscribers. Okay. Thank you guys. So if you haven't out there yet, sub up, ring the bell for notifications and all that good stuff. Now, you know, last week we spent a lot of time talking about damn drones in the skies, right? And there's been a lot of drones here now all over the country. Even here where I'm at, Virginia, there's like over 150 drones in one night spotted in the sky. Okay, we talked a lot about them drones and UFOs and what reasons were they here? Are they looking for something? Are they searching for something? Is there going to be a massive drone war? Okay, I know it sounds strange and a little bit of change, but it is what it is. Okay. Now, you know, we've seen drones all in the sky over New Jersey, and some people were saying some of these drones look like they were spraying things into the air or from, you know, down onto the ground. The crazy thing is this: now in New Jersey, there's 70 cities, okay, in New Jersey that are experiencing trouble with their water. It's discolored and it tastes like fingernail polish, okay? Now, so people are bottling waters, and some people think it has to do with these drones over New Jersey, right? Now, we've noticed since then, these drones have been all over the country. All over the country. Shit, some people are seeing drones all around the world. Okay. And when you look up in the sky, I don't think it's Santa that you're seeing. Some people believe we're on the verge of disclosure into the whole UFO phenomenon. Okay. It ain't Santa. It's not Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. It is actually drones or some type of UFOs. Orbs have been seen in the sky, and a lot of people believe these drones have been sent up to investigate these orbs. Now, we've seen Elon, right? This weird alien guy that makes the Tesla cars. I believe he's a cyborg or maybe something like that. He said in a post to prepare yourself for drone wars. Now, we know that these people are part of the elite, okay? The one percenters, these rich people, and they sort of know what's coming before it happens. Now, are we on the verge of actually seeing some type of drone war? Now, we do know there's a lot of conflict in this country, and some people believe that some radioactive materials were stolen and may become somewhere here in the United States, and that our government is secretly searching for these stolen materials or some of this radioactive material, which they call RAM, okay, RAM for short, has been leaked out, and the government is trying to get its hands on it, find out what's going on, things like that. Now, we're going to discuss a little bit of that, but I want to show this news report real fast to you guys. And this is coming out of New Jersey about the water situation, about it being discolored, right? And that people are scared to drink the water because, there's drones in the sky. Now the water's messed up. And does it have anything to do with these drones? Let's take a look, okay?
Well, this map here says it all. People in nearly 70 New Jersey municipalities dealing with water that is discolored and it's smelly. But the water utility insists it's completely safe to drink. Still, some families told Christy Kalishian they're not ready to take a sip.
You have to line up bottles here and then go in the shower.
Michael Klein's shower works perfectly fine, but it's the water itself he and his grandkids won't use.
Yeah, it still has that odor of nail polish.
I say turpentine because, it's that strong.
He and his wife, Luz Klein, still don't know why it smells that way, and they're not alone. Residents across nearly 70 towns in northern and central parts of New Jersey under the Raritan water system got an alert from water utility American Water on Wednesday night.
We are investigating and continuing to sample throughout our system.
And told us in a statement the samples, quote, confirm that water meets state and federal drinking water standards.
Oh, hell
Monday
no.
they said it would go away Tuesday. Wednesday said it'll be gone by Thursday.
The water is coming out clear now, but the Kleins say on Monday it was discolored. And American Water says a lot of families have been reporting the same thing. But American Water says if it is discolored, run cold water out of the lowest level of your home for 3 to 5 minutes. For now, the Kleins, who are also worried about their daughter next door, who's still pumping breast milk, are only using bottled water.
An answer sooner rather than later would be appreciated.
In Kenilworth, New Jersey, Christy Kalishian, CBS News, New York.
The Kleins reached out to Christy when we first reported this story yesterday. If you have a tip for us, call the number there on your screen.
Okay. So as you see, now the water in New Jersey is not safe to drink. Now, when we started watching these drone videos, there were some of the drone videos that people were alleging were spraying things from them. Now, PJ, the old lady, she always thinks, that they're spraying chemtrails in the sky because she's a big conspiracy theorist, right? Right now, she's in the shower, so she can't hear me talking about her, so I can get away with it, right? But she believes that, this is part of, poisoning the drinking water and a part of population control that to make people sick. And then, you die off and there's not so many people on the planet using up all the resources. So are they using these drones to poison the people? I mean, that's my question. I don't really think that's what it is. I think it may be more, they're testing military craft that, we've seen other countries, basically building drone armies, China, North Korea. And we've seen it a lot in what was going on in Ukraine and Russia, a lot of these small drones from like Syria and all these countries that I didn't even know made drones, using them as a weapon. No, ceiling fans ain't dangerous. It depends. They could be. If it falls on your head, they're very dangerous, ceiling fans. Okay. But anything they create in this world, even if it's created for good, somehow it gets turned into a weapon. Okay. Now, are UFOs real? That's one of those questions people have been asking since I was born, right? You know, we had the Roswell incident where people believed that a UFO crashed, that the government tried to cover it up. And ever since then, they have been back engineering alien technology. Now, is that true? Is Area 51 really a place where they keep aliens and alien crafts like people have been reporting for the last 30, 40 years? Now, we do know that that is a top secret military installment. It ain't really that top secret anymore because everybody knows it's there. But you know, if there's an Area 51, there's also Area 52, 53, 54. Which ones do we not know about? Okay, that's probably the top secret one, and that's where they're keeping the aliens. Okay, allegedly, that's where they're keeping the aliens. Now, Area 51 has been known to create, you know, what these aircrafts we are seeing is like the stealth bomber, the B-52 bomber. These different top secret planes at the time were created at Area 51. Okay, so you know, back in the 90s, early 90s, or let's say late 80s. People were seeing what appeared to be a V-shaped craft in the sky. Okay. And they were like, oh my God, it looks like a boomerang. UFO, UFO, UFO. Everybody was screaming they seen UFOs. And everybody just thought you were crazy, right? Everybody thought people were crazy. There's, you know, you got to live in a cornfield to see UFOs. But what people were seeing was the stealth bomber. Now, today, the stealth bomber is pretty common. You know what, 30 years, 40 years later, everybody knows what the stealth bomber is. It's not top secret. So we know now what people were seeing back then. They were seeing the stealth bomber. Okay. V-shaped craft, same thing, you know, can avoid radar, you know, so people were seeing that. Today, people are seeing a craft in the sky or things in the sky, and they don't know quite what it is, right? It's moving in directions like they have never seen planes move in. Now, I can tell you now, the conspiracy people out there believe this is the Aurora. The Aurora is an anti-gravity aircraft that allegedly can fly around the planet in 3 hours. It can also fly in the lower Earth orbit. So, and it can do maneuvers that a modern day plane that you see can't do. Okay. Now, some people say they've been working on anti-gravity for the last 50 to 60 years. All right. Now, I don't know if that's the case because I hadn't really even been alive that long. I would have been a baby when they started doing it. Right. Or this is some of the technology that they back engineered from alien crafts. Now, in the skies like New Jersey, Virginia, up and down the East Coast right now, we've been seeing all these crazy drones, right? And they've been doing maneuvers that we've never seen. Now, we know a drone can fly left to right, up, down, you know, all these kind of crazy directions. But what people have been seeing is fixed aircraft wing, like a fixed aircraft with wings. But then all of a sudden, this aircraft, a bank left, it'll bank right. It starts to act as a drone would fly. But what it is these aircrafts, these top secret aircrafts they're working on, which can turn from fixed wing aircraft, right, for long flights into drone technology. In some of the videos we've been watching, these drones have been set up for combat. So that means they have Hellfire missiles on them. And we've seen, fixed wing aircraft like this used in Afghanistan. We've seen it used in the Iraq war. We've seen terrorists get completely blown off the map by these drones, and the operator be 5,000 miles away in a metal box, controlling it from a ship somewhere. And this drone is actually flying somewhere in the Middle East. And next thing you know, it's raining down hellfire rockets onto the bad guys, and they never even see it coming. They never hear it, never see it. All they know is now they're just right gone. It's just like the silent killer. You just don't even know. And they're using these to watch and to spy and all these things. Now, a lot of people were saying, are these drones we're seeing in the sky from another country? And I was thinking to myself, thank you right there, Betsy. I wasn't thinking that, but Merry Christmas, Dolly and PJ. She's been here with us for 22 months. That's a good way to keep Dolly Claus here alive. If you haven't yet, guys, think about joining up, help support the channel. It's less than a cup of coffee, right? And you get Dolly for the whole month, and you get to join the green team, the baddest team of them all, okay? You get to become an official turtle. And you don't know what a turtle is? Turtle is our channel mascot, right? The turtle. Because we're a little slow, but we get there, okay? We get around to it. It just takes us a minute, all right? It just takes us a minute. But you know one thing about turtles? We got tough shells, right? We got tough shells. You can't stop a turtle. And we're everywhere. We're in the deserts. We're in the ponds. We're in the oceans. There ain't a place on this planet that don't have a turtle. Okay, so become a turtle, hit that join button. It's a good way to be part of the fam, all right, and keep Dolly alive and keep me. Is a good way to keep me alive, basically. Okay, so what are we seeing in our skies, right? It's starting to get strange. This world we live in is starting to become a little bit like a sci-fi movie. Okay. Now, some of the drones we're seeing here in Virginia is kind of strange. Me and PJ was out to dinner the other night. We looked up, we seen a big ass drone. Now, I've seen big drones in person. I've seen firefighters and, different people have these drones for searching. But now it's like a common thing to look up in the sky and see something you can't quite explain. Now, here's the thing. Is our government putting these drones into the air so when we do see UFOs, people don't panic, right? Because if there's a drone frenzy like we've seen, and everybody's thinking, oh, it's just a drone, right? And really, it's ET phone home, right? And we don't think it's aliens anymore. We think it's just a drone. So when people say, oh, man, I seen something crazy in the sky, I think it was an alien, they go, oh, man, that was just a drone. And back in the day, they would say, oh, no, you didn't see that. And they would cover up these sightings for a long time on UFOs. But here recently, they go from years and years of telling us aliens don't exist. There's been no contact, right? To now, government officials are telling us aliens are real. We're seeing unknown things in the sky. And some officials are saying that our government is in contact with a galactic federation of aliens, and they've made treaties with them, and we negotiate with beings from not this planet, right? How do you go from 50 years of this don't exist to, hey, guys, aliens are real, okay? They're realer than damn Dolly Claus, okay? They're realer than Dolly Claus. And what you're seeing in the sky, oh, we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. But listen, we're not going to shoot it down, okay? We're not going to scramble fighter jets because of these drones. And whatever you do, don't try to shoot them down, right? That's what our government is telling us right now. Like, oh, just don't engage. Don't worry about it. Right now, it appears nobody's hostile towards us, right? The aliens ain't attacking, right? But do we wait? Right? Maybe they're scouting right now going, okay, let's find the locations that we are going to attack. And when we come here to take over, the alien takeover, they know where to go. Or it's just a frenzy like the government says, and people are not seeing what they think they're seeing. They've told us that in New Jersey, that all these sightings are of manned aircraft or aircraft that are supposed to be in the air. That the skies are busy, they're always busy, and people are just thinking they're seeing stuff, and it's really not that. What do you guys think? Do you think there's that many people that are like brainwashed into this drone thing that they look up in the sky and they think it's just a drone, and really it's just an aircraft? But it don't explain to me what people have been posting, okay? Just things that are pretty unexplainable, that don't look like any fixed wing aircraft that I've seen. Stuff like this, okay? Now, with bright lights in the sky, I've never looked up into the sky and seen an airplane that looked like this. Now, I have seen helicopters with spotlights. Usually when there's a high-speed chase, you'll see a helicopter. It's usually really loud, one light. You can tell it's a helicopter. But when you start getting into things like this, you're starting to think, what the hell is that in the sky, right? What the hell is this, right? Like, that don't look normal. It is glowing blue, greens, and white lights, okay? Now, if you're telling people they're seeing manned aircraft, flying squirrels, okay? Them flying squirrels, boy, they'll get you every time, okay? Them flying squirrels. But if you telling people, you know, that they're crazy and you're not seeing what you think you're seeing, to me, it is a government cover-up, all right? Now, why is our government lying to us? Dolly, I see stars, okay? What somebody says in the chat. Well, I'm sure you see stars, but there's things up there and people are seeing it now all over the country. You just heard on the news that 70 cities in New Jersey are experiencing problems with their water. We've heard drone experts, okay, that build drones for the U.S. government say they believe that these are radioactive sniffing drones, and they believe that a nuke has slipped its way into the country and the government is trying to find it using sniffer drones. So basically, did you even know they had sniffer drones before this? So just from them drones being hologram, Project Bluebeam, I see right there, Sweet Tea. A lot of people have said that, right? And you know, PJ, my conspiracy theorist loving girlfriend, she believes that they're going to fake an alien invasion. And she's been telling me this for at least the last year. You know me, I just kind of laugh it off like, yeah, alien invasion, right? But now you start to see what's going on. She don't seem so crazy now, right? And maybe one day I'll be like, damn, you were right. You seen that coming, right? You seen that coming. Or, you know, that some people believe they're going to fake Jesus Christ coming back, and that they're seeding the sky so they can project images into the sky. Now that gets a little bit more on the conspiracy side to me, because I'm thinking, would our government really try to kill us off like this, or would they really like try to panic people? Nina, $49.99. Thank you, Nina. Okay. Board the Dollar UFO tonight. Usually it's the Dolly train, but tonight it is the Dollar UFO, and Nina is helping fly the craft. Okay. When they see us flying around like a bright light in the sky, they're gonna be, what is that? Is that a drone? They're gonna be like, nah, that's the Dollar UFO. We're taking it to space tonight. Nina, board the craft. Come on aboard. We're abducting you. Okay, we're abducting you. You officially been abducted by the Dollar UFO tonight. So you guys can join us, right? We're going to cruise around the moon and back. We're going to cruise around the moon and back. Maybe we'll see some alien buddies of ours, right? Now, one of those weird things I always thought was crazy is, I'll get into these rabbit holes, these YouTube rabbit holes, or just, on TV, I've been watching Alien Nation. I just go down these rabbit holes of, different people that talk about aliens and why they're interested in aliens. And one dude that I always found, Jules says, Dollar UFO train. There you go. Come aboard. Come aboard. Listen, I'm not probing anybody tonight. Okay. This is a probe free craft. Okay. So if you bored tonight, you don't have to worry about getting probed. All right. No probing is going on. Okay. And if you don't come aboard, you can go probe yourself. Okay. How about that? How about that? Okay. So anyway, I've been going down these rabbit holes, and one of the dudes that's always interested me, and I thought was a pretty legit source, is Robert Bigelow. Okay. And I ain't talking about Deuce Bigelow, the male gigolo. I'm talking about the man that used to own, I think he still owns it, Motel 6. He'll leave the light on for you. He used to also own Skinwalker Ranch before he sold it to a real estate mogul. He is the one that changed the name of it to Skinwalker Ranch, old Native American legend of shapeshifters. Okay. We've heard a lot about shapeshifters, reptilians, the Queen of England, George Bush. You know, we've heard people, when you go down them rabbit holes, you'll start to think everybody is an alien, right? That's what they want you to believe. But he did an interview, and, you know, he was talking about aliens and why he searched for aliens. And he basically said he don't have to search for aliens. They're already here. And the lady said, well, ain't people would think you're crazy if you say things like this? He's like, you know, I'm pretty much a billionaire. It don't matter what people think. Why would I search for aliens? They're already here. Right. And then we hear people in the Department of Defense from Canada, right, saying that, you know, we're in negotiations with a galactic federation, that there's aliens up there. And I've always thought this, and this, you know, a lot of people think aliens are the grays, or they're these lizard people or something like that. I mean, I've always thought the universe was seeded like our planet. We know our planet was seeded. So just think about if you walked out onto a farm and it was a bunch of universes and you threw a handful of seeds into it, the same type of stuff is going to grow and be on each of these planets. So I think if there's alien life out there, this life is really close to ours. They're humanoid, right? Which basically means they're humans, but from another planet or another time, right? Intergalactic beings, you know, the parallel universes. What are we seeing? Right? But I believe if there is life out there, it is very similar to ours. Now, if we found another planet in the Goldilocks zone, right, around a star, a certain distance where it don't get too cold, it don't get too hot, where it cooks the planet, I think life would be really similar to what's on this planet. Okay. So have aliens been coming here? How long have they been coming here? And are they just like us? Right? If they're saying aliens are already here, how come we ain't seen them? Are they hiding the aliens, or they negotiate with aliens behind the scenes because they look like big grays? Or do these aliens look just like us? Does anybody remember the movie They Live with Ronnie Piper from the WWF at the time? Now it's WWE. But basically, he could put on some sunglasses, and when he put these sunglasses on, he could see who was aliens. Anybody remember that? And why come all the way to go to New Jersey? I don't know. That is one of those things I've been asking too. Why? But it ain't just New Jersey. New Jersey was the first place they hit. Okay, Dolly Good 66 says no probing zone for me, please. Merry Christmas, Dolly and PJ, Baby Monkey, Tiff, the pups. Much love. Much love to you too, Dolly Good 66. Come aboard, get you a nice seat. Okay, you can sit next to the whoever. You can sit next to whoever. Just get you a nice seat. Put your seatbelts on just in case we crash. Okay. Now listen. During this drone apocalypse that we've been having last week, there was a few of these drones that crashed. Okay. They crashed, and people were like, you know, the fire department was getting out there, and the FBI released something to the fire department. If, you know, make sure you wear radioactive suits, scuba masks, not scuba gear like you wear in the water, but forced air fans that pump air to you so you can breathe, and bring the BOMB squad with you, because these things could go, right? So they're acting like it's nothing, right? They're acting like it was nothing, our government. But then why tell first responders how to handle this nothing? If it's nothing, why would you tell them anything, right? Because it's something. But you don't want the people to panic. All right. You had hazmat outfits. You don't want the people to panic, but you want the first responders to know what's going on. Even a handbook was given out to law enforcement around the country of how to deal with UFOs. Is that anybody find that crazy? Right? And if they know UFOs are real and they know all this stuff, why don't they tell us that, hey, we cool with the aliens. The aliens are no threat to us. And people make it out to be like, if there is this galactic federation and we're in negotiations with them, and you got President Trump when he came into office 4 years ago, well, 8 years ago now, right? Because you had 4 years of Biden and it was in the beginning of Trump's first presidency. He creates Space Force. Okay. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. Why do you need a Space Force and a leader of Space Force? If aliens ain't real, are the aliens a threat? If we don't negotiate what they want, will they attack us? Right? Because that's what it kind of sounds like me. If we need a space army, we need somebody to fight in space. And when you start having these weird people like Elon Musk, that's, I believe could be an alien. All right. Maybe that's what they're talking about when they say, well, aliens are among us. Show me another person that acts like that guy or is built like his chest goes like a cyborg. It's like he's almost shaped like the Tesla truck. Okay. Like, I don't know what's going on with you, bro, but your body structure just don't seem too normal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is he an alien? Is he a cyborg? Is he even real? Maybe he's part of Project Bluebeam. And where the hell did that guy come from? All right. You come out of nowhere. Now you build all the rockets, the robots, the cars, everything, right? You came from fucking space, bro. Like, you were alien doing a Joe Rogan podcast. I just don't know. Am I the only one alone in that thinks this guy is awful odd and he pops out of nowhere and his kids' names are like X's and O's and shit? Like, I don't know if they're even going to declassify this information, because right now people are thinking, well, damn, this stuff is so strange. Before, if you said, yo, I think aliens are real, people thought you were crazy. They thought you were crazy as shit. Like, I know I'm crazy, right? But you would think cornfield, even when I heard people talk about aliens, it's just like, I'd be like, oh, okay, here we go. This is one of those special people, right? And, but now when you hear people tell their UFO stories, you listen a little bit closer. You go, okay, I've heard things like that before, a lot, from a lot of people. And it is, it ain't coming from people, back in the day, we just thought it was people in the woods and the cornfields and West Virginia, in places where, they didn't have no contact and they wanted a little attention. So they'd be like, I was abducted by UFOs, right? Now, next thing you know, you're on the news, you're on these talk shows. But no, a lot of these sightings are coming from doctors, lawyers, fighter pilots, airplane pilots, commercial airplane pilots. And a lot of people back in the day were scared to say anything, because as soon as you say something, it's almost like you're saying, hey, I saw Bigfoot. As soon as you say you saw Bigfoot, I instantly think crop circle. Okay, crazy. I'm like, okay, you extra crazy. There ain't no damn Bigfoot. You're tripping. Okay, that's how crazy it sounds to me. But now when I hear people say, well, look, I seen something I can't explain in the sky. Now, alien abduction stories, I'm still a little sketchy about, right? Are aliens really coming here and taking people? Elon has built a UFO. I seen it. Just the other day, it's like a triangle. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if he's really built a UFO, but you think about this, and this goes into what is in our skies. At one point, the most top secret thing we had in this country was the stealth bomber. Okay. Now, they don't come out and tell us too much top secret stuff, but eventually they showed us the stealth bomber. They started doing air shows and showing the public, hey, look at this technology we got. That's basically so you can show other countries, you know what I'm saying? That you can go, okay, look, we have this technology and we will F you up with it. So we show it. We show our hand a little bit. All right. But if that ain't top secret, soon as they declassified that, the stealth bomber, you got to believe they didn't stop working on top secret technology. Listen, I sat down with a dude from SEAL Team 6, one of the dudes that was in the helicopter when they killed Osama bin Laden. Okay. Because I'm here in the Norfolk area. SEAL Team 6 is down the street, right? So I ended up going out to a concert with some of these guys, cool people, right? And we were on the beach drinking. It's like a Mel Gibson movie, but the base is on the beach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting on the beach, I'm drinking with this dude. And, I just start going into conspiracy stuff, and I start going into talking about the Aurora. Okay. And I'm going to kind of tell you how our conversation went. He told me, I said, that there's a plane that can fly around the planet 3 hours. It's anti-gravity. And he said that I was a conspiracy theorist, that it didn't exist. It don't exist because he says he trains in the newest technologies, and he travels around the country and he does it. Top secret training, right? To train with top secret military weapons. And he was like, you're a conspiracy theorist, right? And I was like, well, and then I broke into this. I said, well, let me tell you this, right? When they declassified the stealth bomber, do you think they stopped working on top secret technology? I asked him that question. He said, no, I don't. I said, well, what do you think they built? If this is out, what do you think they ain't showing you? He said, well, look, you could be right. He said, but what I can tell you now is it's not being actively used in the military. Okay. If it is out there, it's still in what he would consider a testing phase, right? It's not actively being used, because if it was actively being used, he said he would know about it. Right. And, we didn't know they had them unmanned stealth helicopters and stuff like that. And he was telling me that the camera that they used to take the picture of Osama bin Laden with the facial recognition, it also broadcasts. So it's sending them images to like the Pentagon and to the White House. And that this is what he told me, right? Because, I was like, well, why didn't we see Obama get buried? Osama, why didn't we see any of these things? He said, I can tell you firsthand. And this is what he told me. He said, Osama bin Laden is dead. Okay. He said, I seen it with my own eyes. I seen his ass in the helicopter. He was in the second helicopter. He wasn't in the combat part of it. He was in the second helicopter that retrieved the body of Osama bin Laden. And he said, I can tell you now that Osama bin Laden is dead. Because me, I'm like, oh, they buried him at sea. There's no video. There's no evidence of it, right? Because you got to remember, one time Osama bin Laden was an ally of the United States. He was praised. He was a war hero, right? When he was fighting off the Russians in Afghanistan. Then he becomes America's #1 terrorist, while his family is business partners with the Bushes, okay? So you trying to tell me they assassinate this man, but they don't show it? Okay. Y'all showed us Saddam Hussein get spit on and hung. Okay. Y'all showed us Gaddafi getting beaten in the head with pistols, but y'all don't show this, the #1 terrorist. Y'all don't show it, right? So me, maybe I am a little tiny bit of a conspiracy theorist. But basically that story goes to this: is he said that the Aurora, if it does exist, is not being actively used in military attacks or bombings or anything like that. That Osama bin Laden was dead, and that I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. I might be, but listen, we find out later on that some of these conspiracies, when the people were seeing, reporting the stealth bomber, they were saying, hey, them people are conspiracy theorists. This word was termed by the CIA to discredit you, okay? To discredit what you know is truth, okay? Nina, thank you so much for gifting that. That is awesome. So every time you hear somebody that's a conspiracy theorist, it's not a conspiracy. if you were right. Okay. Now, if you ain't right, it may be a little bit of a conspiracy. But as soon as somebody is coined or a conspiracy theorist, it means what you're saying is not true. That's why they call you a conspiracy theorist. It's not true. But as time passes, we find out a lot of these things are true. Like all the people that lived in cornfields that were seeing UFOs. Were they crazy? Not now, because our U.S. government is showing us videos of UFOs. That's coming from our U.S. government, the Pentagon, people in national defense, the people on aircraft carriers, fighter jet pilots. All these people are reporting UFOs. Are they crazy? It makes you think. All right, so listen, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I want to hear from you people. Are these UFOs we're seeing, right, that people are seeing now? Or is it top secret military crafts? I do believe that our U.S. government, right as we speak, has anti-gravity aircrafts. If you look into what Lockheed and Boeing and these people that build fighter jets are working on, they're working on anti-gravity, right? But I believe our military is 50 years more advanced than what we see in the consumer market. So if we're seeing drones now, they had drones 25 years ago. Okay. They were using these drone technology 25 years ago. So what do they have that we don't know about? What have they not disclosed as that is top secret? Is calling. Let me write her a message real quick. Let her know I'm live because he's trying to call. Give me 1 second. All right. It doesn't say I'm live. It's what she said. I wrote my daughter. I said, I'm live. I'm talking UFOs. She said, it don't say you're live. Well, I'm live. I'm live. Okay. So I'm going to open the phone lines. Give me 1 second. I thought I was safe. She's a trip. Give me a second to pull up my phone lines. And I want to hear from you people. Are we seeing UFOs in the sky? Or are we seeing top secret U.S. government aircraft? Okay. The phone lines are now open. Let me put the call-in number on the screen for you guys. And I got a little bit of time that I can take your calls. Dolly.
Dolly.
Yes.
She's from Indianapolis.
Hey, how's it going?
I just popped you live on, and so I'm not caught up on this, but I wanted to tell you that the mob crew, his video yesterday, you got to watch it. Very interesting about the Sebastian case.
Okay.
Very interesting.
All right. Way off topic, but I will check it out.
He caught a lot of stuff about the lights.
Okay.
And stuff. Yeah, just wanted to let you know that. Merry Christmas, brother. You have a good one. I'm sitting here watching. Let's get this spaceship going.
Let's get this spaceship going. There you go. All aboard. You better board up now. It's like Heaven's Gate. We're catching a Hellbot comet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly, on this topic, I heard that this is government experimental stuff going on.
Okay. Well, you be good.
Top secret stuff. They don't go in depth on it.
Okay. You be good. Talk to you later.
You too.
All right. Now listen, to get on the Dolly craft, right? You don't have to unalive yourself like you did with the Hellbot Comet people, okay? With Heaven's Gate. You can stay alive on the Dolly ship. You just got to board up, right? Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey, what's going on?
It's Rose from Virginia.
Hey, Rose, you wanted to tap in on UFOs, drones, and aliens and stuff like that?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Okay.
I've been listening to you and following all night, listening very carefully, and your mind works so fast, and I try to keep up with it because I have learned other things about what your subject is tonight.
Okay.
So by the time you got ready to open the phone lines, I said, I want to understand clearly what the word conspiracy means. So I pulled it up. A conspiracy is a secret agreement between two or more people to commit a criminal act or to accomplish a lawful goal in an unlawful way. So with that said, I want to add the word theory, because you're saying, and I feel like when you're talking, you know, you are bringing up theories. There's many different ways to look at this.
Yeah, but I'm not, in your definition, the unlawful part is, I'm bringing up theories, but nothing unlawful.
Well, I didn't say you were being unlawful. I was just trying to say, I want to know exactly what conspiracy means.
Yeah, but when people say you're a conspiracy theorist, you would think that, you're not if you're being truthful.
Yeah. And when we, like on your channel, how we are able to mentally, go ping pong and back and forth with different theories, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a theory.
No.
And I believe there's so many different possibilities that seem like they would fit. Like, first of all, I think where you're talking about, oh, we're just going to suddenly tell all the people, hey, there's aliens all around you.
Yeah,
it could create a panic. So there's parts of this.
It didn't. I think the population has been ready for years and years.
Well, that's where I was
out there.
Yes, that's where I was trying to go. You think about brilliant artists or movie directors who created Star Trek. I mean, I believe in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone thought about that years ago, and there's millions of Trekkies out there that are very willing to accept the fact that there's an alien and another Pluto or planet to live on, right?
Yeah, plenty of them. Millions of them.
Well, when you go to galactical war, I do believe those grays are the bad ones. It's like, they have to learn too, those aliens. Some of them are fighting each other. But I believe there's ones here that
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Human race.
Rose. They believe an alien battle took place on Skinwalker Ranch.
I believe the good aliens are here to help the human race, and that's what all this has been prepping. Different movies that we've seen, that they've been prepping us, giving us baby food little by little, and they just gave us a big fat.
Let me touch it on this. Somebody said they're number 457 on the likes. That means almost 600-700 of you didn't like this video. If you didn't like this video, you're definitely getting probed. Okay. I'm going to make sure that the aliens come probe you. But anyway, guys, if you haven't, do me a favor, hit the like on this video. It helps us in the algorithm. It'll help us hit that 62,000 that we need. Okay. So I need your help. If not, I'm sending aliens to probe you. So hit the like button, help us get out there in the algorithm. Okay.
Jimmy, I know you want to take another caller. I respect that. But just to finish what we were discussing, so many things. I remember not but 4 years ago that conspiracy theories, I've had friends that were kicked off Facebook over and over again because they were trying to tell us something, Why was that restricted? Why? And now there's obviously a switch over in the house, the big house,
Yeah.
And different things are happening. The other thing I wanted to mention, I never even heard of Elon Musk. And I've also thought, where is he an alien? Because the first time I heard of him was years ago when they had the big Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial here in Virginia, in Fairfax, where I live, right?
Yeah.
And Elon Musk came up.
Okay. We're running out of time, Rose.
All right. Great show.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
You too.
All right. Peace. Dolly. Yeah.
This is Weirdo George down here in Houston.
What up, George?
Conspiracy theory was introduced to the public back after JFK was shot by the CIA.
Yeah,
to throw it.
allegedly.
Well, that's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people believe the CIA is responsible for the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Mob ties, Lyndon B. Johnson.
Well, yeah, that too.
He ran on
But,
he ran on mob money. He needed money, and he picked Lyndon B. Johnson to run with him, and he took that dirty money, and that dirty money cost him his life, allegedly.
well, there's also that he wanted to release all the UFO stuff, and he was going to put us back on the gold standard, and he was going to expose Israel's nuclear weapons.
Yeah, that name is cursed. The Kennedy name. I wouldn't want to have my last name be Kennedy, because that seems like you have that name, you get assassinated.
The list goes long for reasons why they wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And you know, that's the same thing with anybody that has a voice in this world. If you have a voice that people listen to, you always get assassinated, right? That's why I'm glad, I don't have a voice and nobody listens to me. If they do, they'll kill you.
They done tried to hit Trump twice.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a voice on this planet, if you're a speaker and people like to listen to you, they try to get rid of you.
All right, well, that's all I had was the
JFK, his brother, Martin Luther King. They don't let anybody have a voice.
No.
Once it gets too powerful, they got to shut you down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's where conspiracy theory came from where I heard was, nobody had really heard of that before JFK and the CIA come out and said, hey, if you got any other theories, besides what we're telling you, then you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, it's the CIA coined the term to discredit people.
Correct.
Yeah, so people are saying conspiracy realist.
Who was that on Redacted that said that a conspiracy theory is really just the truth being told 6 months before it happens?
Yes. Yeah. Well, before you know it's truth.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is, I believe made up, and some people are a little cray-cray in the head, and all of it's not real. But I believe there is some real mixed into all of it.
Well, they'll mix it up to where you can't make sense out of it.
Yeah, and it's just to discredit people, and you just look at all the top secret experiments that our government has done on its own people, and to claim they didn't, MK Ultra, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when people were saying that they're doing all these experiments on people, were they lying? Now you would have called them a conspiracy theorist back then, but now you would say, well, these people were telling the truth.
Yeah. Well, they take a little bit of the truth. Well, they take what is known, whatever is out there that's popularly known, and then they sprinkle that with whatever their bullshit is and mix it up. The next thing you know, you're looking at Rocky Road ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. You muddy the waters. You don't know what's real and what ain't.
Yeah.
So, and that's how they get away with everything, though, because they'll do something and then be like, oh, well, you're crazy. You're a conspiracy theorist. And just completely discredit you. And really, you're just telling the truth. You're a whistleblower. Is what we call it these days.
And then somewhere down the future, it comes true.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, George. Well, you be good.
That's all I got.
You have a happy New Year and happy holidays and all that good stuff.
You too.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
All right.
I hope the UFOs don't get you peace. Don't drink the water. Bye. All right. I'd rather drink Flint water than damn New Jersey water right now. So if you are just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button. And then in the chat room, shout out where you're watching from. But don't forget to hit the like button first. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes. Dolly. Yes.
Mapster.
What's up, Mapster?
I'm just living my best life.
That's good. That's good to hear, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, the only difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is it's about 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, I just think that, you know, all the people that we called crazy in the past may need a little bit of an apology.
Exactly.
You know?
Edward Snowden, for instance.
Yeah, he had to flee the country because he told the truth.
Yeah.
You know, so
Crazy.
And if you tell too much of the truth, you might go missing.
One of the theories I've heard is that the aliens or the entities, some of which look just like us, some don't, are made a deal with the government back in the Eisenhower days, and that they would disclose to us their presence at a certain amount of time.
I mean, I think the American people are ready to know there's life outside this planet, and if you have proof,
we already know
show us. Yeah, I mean, we know it, but we want to see proof, and I think the U.S. government has proof that this is real, and they still ain't telling us.
Exactly, of course they do.
You know, and the whole thing about the drones, or what are they looking for? They're doing something? Something's going on in our skies.
You see two things up there. You see things with flashing lights that look like they're FAA approved, you know, the flashing lights. Then you see these plasmoid orbs.
Yeah.
That don't look like a drone.
Yeah, like a glowing ball flying through the sky.
Exactly. That can like talk to you and shit, you know, like a couple of videos where they're like, blink, little kids like, blink, blink, blink.
Do you think these aliens or these people are trying to make contact because they know the government's not going to tell us, so they're trying to let the world know that they exist? River Light, thank you for becoming a member. You think there's something to that?
I do. And you know why the deep state or the government is so freaked out? It's because the aliens have given us all this technology, 0 point energy. It's okay. We don't need oil anymore.
Yeah.
We don't need every problem that we have as a planet would be solved overnight with the technology that these higher entities have, and that we already have in deep compartmentalized black programs. We have all this shit already. We could have done away with oil freaking 40, 50 years ago.
Hold on 1 second, man.
All right.
All right, I'm back. I just had to hook my heater up. My feet were getting cold.
Yeah, I think that the technology that we already have in these deep compartmentalized black projects, we already have the technology to. You can look at these drones. I think they're working off of 0 point energy.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just know when these drones crashed, they didn't tell us nothing about what they found. They said that we don't know what it is. When one crashed, they wouldn't you have to know what it is if you go retrieve it?
Yeah, I saw one. I think I saw one get shot down over the water by a jet. Did you see that video?
I'm not for sure if I've seen that video or not. I have seen ones that appeared to have crashed. I don't know if they were shot down or if they were.
I
but
saw a drone going towards one of those plasmoids, and when it got really close, it fell out of the sky.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching a lot about the people that have been flying out of Langley and seeing the UFOs on a daily basis out in Virginia Beach, and one thing that they don't seem to be hostile because they know they have better aircraft than what is following them. You know.
But the Langley thing's been happening. This is the third year for Langley for being overblown by these orbs.
I know, and they said they've been seeing them daily. Like it's common to see it. Like it ain't even like nothing new. And I had some people tell me that lived in Virginia Beach that they seen a damn UFO fly over their house, and behind that was fighter jets and then a fleet of Apache helicopters, right? And then I just thought they were crazy. But then I had seen something on the news where they had to scramble some jets and Apache helicopters. So first he said, I seen a UFO clear as day fly over my house in Virginia Beach. And he said right after that, there was like 6 fighter jets and then like a pack of Apache helicopters. So
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Actually, can't wait for the aliens to come.
I mean, I don't know.
I
don't know. I think what we're seeing is unmanned. Because listen, as our technology grows, we're flying unmanned crafts. So
Right.
if you think they're more futuristic than us, you would have to think they're unmanned or there's drones, robots.
I think they're actually biologics
in these crafts.
I think they're part biologic. I mean, I think they're alive.
The crafts themselves?
The orbs.
Now the orbs, I don't know what the damn orbs are. When I see orbs, I think ghosts and spirits and things like that. I don't really.
Probably not manned.
I really don't, because they're so small. How could you put a person? How could somebody be flying that? It looks just like a ball of light.
From here, it looks like a ball of light, but inside that plasmoid could be a little, craft.
A little ship with them little pygmy damn Oompa Loompa aliens, or what?
Pygmy little grays with the little probes.
With the little tiny probes. So you got to watch out. All right, Mabster, you be good. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas.
All right, brother. I can't wait for the aliens. I need that technology.
All right. Peace. Dolly.
I actually got through to the big man, Dolly.
You did it.
Oh man, this is great. I don't know if anybody brought this theory up yet because I just popped in.
All right, you got to tell us who you are and where you're calling from first, because you could be an alien.
My name's Kevin. I'm from Massachusetts, brother.
What's up, Kevin? Watch out for Karen Reed in reverse.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, nowhere near her.
Okay.
But this theory that I heard is, from what I've gathered, is pretty accurate. From what I'm hearing, there's a nuke on the loose.
I've heard that.
It got smuggled off a submarine, and these drones are trying to read radioactive material.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that being reported on Twitter, allegedly, because this is a little, speculation that this is really going on or something like this is going on. I want to spread misinformation. But yes, I've heard the same thing, that even from the drone guy we watched on Twitter saying that he builds drones for the United States military, and that these drones do have the technology that he was calling them sniffer drones, that they could sniff out gases, radioactive materials, and things like that. And he believed that something had came into this country and that these drones were trying to find it.
Correct.
And that's why they're flying grid patterns and they're flying up and down the East Coast, because they believe somewhere on the East Coast this material may be.
Yeah, they're in my neck of the woods, brother. They're here in Massachusetts.
They're here in Virginia.
Yeah,
hundreds of them.
You'd have to think, right, with that widespread of a grid, I kind of think they're looking for something or trying to find some sort of a reading, because you have those interstate corridors where if a nuke was on the loose or someone was trying to smuggle a nuke, there's only so many corridors they can go down.
Yeah, but somebody told me this: if that was the case, if it was one of those on the loose, why ain't they searching during the day? Why are they?
Well, I heard they are
at night. I haven't seen too much during the day, like clear skies footage of these drones. It's at nighttime. It's like they come out. Once it gets dark, they're all in the skies.
Because from what I've heard, there's a lot more chatter, radioactive chatter or interference chatter. So at night, it's a lot quieter for those drones to be more accurate with
maybe there is something to that. I don't know. I just know they're not there for no reason. There's a reason.
Exactly.
They're not going to send all this, cause panic and all this stuff for nothing. There's a reason they're up there. Either they're doing maneuvers, preparing for a drone war, which like Elon Musk thinks that, hey, you see China and we see all these countries building swarms of damn drones to attack with, that maybe these drones are defender drones. Like they're what defends the coast when these things come in.
Right. And these boomers gotta stop thinking for us. I mean, you're around my age, I think, right? I'm in my mid 40s.
Yeah.
It's not like we can't handle it if there are aliens.
I think I can handle it. As long as they're not going to probe me or they ain't no threat to us, why do we care? And if they are a threat, we should know so we can prepare for that threat.
Correct. It's that simple. That's it.
I mean,
I think we're ready for it. And that Stephen Allen Greer guy, he's saying that the disclosure's coming. It's not if, it's when. And it's coming. Yeah.
Well, I mean, pretty much they disclosed that alien UFOs are real. They just said the beings themselves are real, but they definitely said the crafts are real. You know, that's coming from the Pentagon, the U.S. military, and from countries around the world. Now, at first, everybody was silent on it, like everybody together. Other countries, right, wasn't even saying nothing. But now it seems like the countries all around said, well, since one of them said it, we might as well say it too. At these crafts are real, we don't know what they are. But I believe that a bunch of these different countries have had crafts that have crashed. Like Roswell, there was a Roswell in Russia way back in the day. As a matter of fact, the crash site is still radioactive to this day.
Wow.
Where a ship went down that they claim went down in Russia.
Right. Yeah, I've heard some of the areas, nothing grows in those areas. Absolutely nothing.
And, you know, so they've had their own, they've been back engineering alien technology too. And America has, and, you know, they just don't share the technology because they're using it to create weapons.
Right. Exactly. I think, and from what I've heard, every crash retrieval, Lockheed and what's the other one? Lockheed
Boeing
and not Boeing. Raytheon are the first ones to get hands on. So you know this shit's real. And
Raytheon created the Patriot missile,
and they're the ones that create the energy weapons, the ones that can take down these drones.
Well, you know who created
that?
Who created that energy weapon was the Hutcherson dude. And he used old radio waves to do it. And he said his technology was stolen by the CIA. The FBI came in and raided his house in Canada and took all his experiments. And now he believes that them energy weapons that are on the fighter jets that shoot down the missiles that he created. And they, instead of paying him for his technology, they seized all his technology under national security.
Right. And it was like that Greer said that Tesla and all his inventions, there's guys that got a hold of the blueprints. And when they started making these gadgets and these little machines, those people disappear along with those blueprints. So, I mean.
And you know, if just say Tesla's robot's supposed to come out, you know, in 2 years to the consumer market, you can believe the military has weaponized them robots. You know,
did you see that dog that's walking around?
Yes.
Mar-a-Lago?
Yes. Created by what's the company? God, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it now. They make all the weapons, robots and stuff. DARPA.
Oh yeah, DARPA. Yep.
Yeah. It's Mr. X. What's up, Mr. X? DARPA creating all these military weapons and things. Like, it scares me when people start creating these crazy military weapons, because if you create it, you're going to want to use it.
That's the problem.
You know, and we need to get away from war, not create stuff to rule the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. We need to rule the battlefield, but at the same time, like I said, if you build these crazy weapons, you're going to want to use them.
And I think that's our biggest concern, right? If these get in the wrong hands, we're in deep trouble.
Yeah, we're moving.
I think that's why there's a big, you know, secret, top secret level on this, because they can't afford to let this get out into the wrong hands.
Yeah, we're definitely moving into the Skynet era. I know it sounds movie-ish, Terminator-ish, but we're moving in that direction.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I mean, look what Tesla is doing. If you own one of those cars, while you're at work, that car is eventually going to go out, work as an Uber for you while you're working, and you're not even driving the thing.
Don't worry. I better make me some money, then. It better make me some money.
Right, exactly. The car's going to pay for itself. I mean,
yeah.
This, I agree with you. I think Elon's a damn alien. He comes up with some crazy stuff.
And I mean, he just came out of nowhere. Like you got this, like, he just one day you got some super genius that's building
You're right.
her
You're
rocket
right. Where did this dude
missile
come from,
defense.
bro?
Because you know, if he's building rockets, bombs. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
building missiles.
Right.
If he's
And
building
listen,
rockets, he's building missiles.
I'm in the state where Harvard is, bro, and I ain't never heard of this cat. He just came out of nowhere, and not only did he come out of nowhere,
he created PayPal. I know that.
And he can catch a booster he sent into outer space and catch it like a little baby. I mean, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He's a genius. Absolute
Yeah, whatever
genius.
is going on, I don't know. Like he's a cyborg, a robot, or he's something. There's something to this dude, right? He ain't your normal
I agree.
average guy, you know.
I agree.
So look, brother, I appreciate you calling in, chopping it up with me. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. All right.
Love you, brother. Take care.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.
Peace. Yeah, see, I ain't the only one that's alone in thinking this dude is an alien. I mean, I don't know for sure he's an alien, but definitely cyborg. Okay, you know, the whole brain chip he's creating, where you're part machine, part human. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are moving into the future fast. Technology, like over the last 20 years, if you look at the last 2,000 years of humanity, in the last 20 years, technology has blew past those 2,000 years of human evolution. Okay. So where is all this technology coming from? Right. I remember, when I thought the greatest technology on the planet was, Mr. X's Avenger. Is that what it says? I ain't got my glasses on. I thought the greatest technology was Nintendo. Okay, with Nintendo, I was like, oh my God, there's a super genius out here that create Nintendo. Right? I thought that was the best it was ever going to get. Like, this is the pinnacle. Okay, we got Nintendo, but now that's nothing. We walk around with computers in our pocket every day, our cell phones, iPhone 16 Pro Max. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, remember when Marty McFly went to the future? It's pretty much like that. The only difference is we do have flying cars. They're called airplanes, and they officially do have the first flying cars out for the consumer market now. So we do live in a time where we have flying cars. We have voice, face-to-face Skype and FaceTime and, direct messaging, where we're basically we're connected like a big, huge spider web. Okay. Omega, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation. That's cool of you. So listen, I'm not going to stay here long with you right now tonight. I will be back later to discuss some true crime stuff, but I just wanted to tap in on these, what we're seeing in our skies, and, that if somebody calls you a conspiracy theorist, it's just to discredit you, right? And a conspiracy theorist, some of them, they're just the first one to give you the information. In 2024, we wouldn't say conspiracy theorist. We say whistleblower. You're the one telling it. Okay. You're the one telling it. Now, like I said, there are some crazy people out there that are saying a bunch of crazy things, but some of this is really truthful of what's going on. Now, we're going to get to a point in time to where, just like Star Wars, there's drone battles, drones in the sky, humanoid drones, right? Like we see Tesla's making now. And if you believe that they're going to have these things in your kitchen cooking, you can believe they're going to have machine guns first. Okay. Unmanned war. You're welcome, playing stud by Del C. Is that what that says? Okay. But thank you, Omega. That's what one of my best friends went by, Omega. Rest in peace to him. I miss that dude every day. He was one of my really, really close friends. So thank you for your donation. But listen, keep an eye on the sky. Something is out there. Something is strange, and you're not crazy. I don't care what our government tells you. Hey, you're not seeing what you're seeing. How are you going to tell me what I'm seeing? Or how are they going to tell you what you are seeing? They can't, right? There's strange things going on, and our government is trying to cover it up. Why? I have no clue. I'm going to get out of here. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
I know you're getting ready to check out, for the evening, but I wanted to tap in on what you were just saying.
Okay.
Keep your eyes on the sky, but see, that's another weird thing. As long as I keep looking up, I'm missing out what's going on underneath my feet. You get the analogy that I'm making?
No.
Like,
absolutely not.
well, if you keep looking in the sky, you're not looking around.
Okay, how about this? Keep your eye on the prize. How about that one? That work for you?
I was trying to say that if we were talking about the UFOs and stuff,
yeah,
and you were saying keep your eye on the sky, and yes, but don't forget to keep looking around your feet in your neighborhood and see what's going on, because when I called you earlier, I said some of this is a distraction for what's really going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe you may be right on that too. That could be what it is. If we're looking here, we're not looking there. I mean, it's the
now,
smoke and
does it
mirrors.
make more sense that I said keep your eye on the sky, but keep watching where you're walking? And
yeah, you don't want to trip, Rose. You can break your neck.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, Merry Christmas, Rose. Happy holidays.
You too.
All right, peace. She sounded depressed. She's like, okay, you don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? Nah, Rose, it's time for me to wrap up. I'm gonna take a break for a little while. I'm gonna come back and I'll be up here talking some true crime, the Sebastian Rogers case. So if you're into true crime, or if you listen, let me ask you this: is anybody brand new here for the first time tonight? Press 1 in the chat, right? Bye, Omega. Thank you so much for the donations, keeping Dolly alive. Hold on, callers. Let me close this. If you brand new here and this is your first time here, I want you to press 1 in the chat just so I can say hello to you and welcome you. I'm brand new. Linda, thank you for being here. You ain't brand new, are you, Linda? I could swear you're a member. I've seen you before. You ain't brand new. The Force is brand new. Thank you, Force. Good to see you. Mab, you ain't brand new either. Why y'all gotta lie and make it confusing, right? I was trying to welcome anybody that's new here so they feel at home, Maybe you just say hello to somebody, All right, guys, y'all been awesome tonight. We don't get a lot of chance to chop it up about UFOs and, aliens and different things. So I figured it'd be a good night, because, we may see some things in the sky. Could be Santa Claus, right? Fuzzy Bedhead, you definitely ain't brand new. LOL, I like the attention. That's awesome. I'm brand new today, says Mab. All right. Night. I'll be back later. I'll be back around 12:30 to talk true crime, a little bit of late night true crime with y'all. I'm brand new to abducted. Is that what it says? Okay, I gotta get some of my glasses. I gotta find them. I think they're in my truck. Because the last time I had them, it was when I went out of town, and now I just half blind. Hawk, thank you, Gamer. Welcome. Iris, thank you for being here. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for subbing up the channel. That is absolutely awesome. You guys are helping us hit 62,000, right? Katie, welcome, Katie. Nice to meet you. Glad you could be here. And we'll be touching in a little bit more about, just different phenomenons, aliens, just Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, different things, right? Because I like to break it up a little bit other than just true crime. Sweet Tea says, fun live. Thanks, Dolly. Merry Christmas to you and PJ. Thank you, Sweet Tea. Thank you so much. That is awesome of you. Thank you for feeding me. Dolly got to eat, right? Dolly got to eat. So, Michelle, thank you for being here. You're brand new. Thank you. That is awesome of you guys. It's a pleasure meeting some of you tonight. I look forward to seeing you again. So make sure y'all ring that bell for notifications so you know when we go live. Especially if you like true crime, I'm sure you enjoy it here. If you're just into aliens, we don't do aliens much. Lately we have because of the drones and stuff like that. But we talk ghost stuff sometimes. We talk crazy phenomenons. But mostly we stick to missing people, true crime, murder, mystery, and mayhem. All right. But I will see you guys tonight around 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So be there. All right. Dolly loves you. Peace.